Alright, what the hell, I'll take 5 minutes here. I just got off the phone with you, Valerie. Looked like shit, and that's okay. But I'll give you a walk around here real quick. Um, so you see there's my chicken coop project. Spray paint gun, sprayed it in about 15 minutes, all that. So I put in everything that you should see last year. These are the garden beds. It gets string right here. I went cheap for it for the time being. You can see, boom, boom, boom for the trellis. I hope to get wood in there. I just threw the seeds in this year. Didn't really have time. I'm trying something new. So there's some peas, some more. I think that's some lettuce, and there's morning glories too, because I don't know if you're familiar with the term companion planting or whatever, where you put in some flowers along with the beans and all that, and then when you have the pests, and they go for like the flowers rather than. So anyways, quitting with that, yeah, you just got random stuff there, mostly peas coming up right now. Like this guy right here, I don't even know what that is, to tell you the truth. I know I planted it. This, I don't even know what that is either, but he survived the winter. There's some kale here. I think this is spinach, but whatever it is, it's seeding, and I'm leaving it there because it's got the flowers for the bees right there. I'm real big on the bees. Carrots, second year, so they'll go to seed. Here is moonflowers. There's another one there. They are these real big yellow or big white blossoms that come out at night, and they stink great. So this is my second year for them. Again, lots of peas. I love peas. More carrots there, second year. I just haven't had a need, so I haven't pulled them. And then if they go to seed, this is a grape vine that I put in last year, and it's really not performing. This is my second year for the soil. The first year I put the wrong augment on it, and then this up here didn't do that well for very much. The peas loved it, but that was about it. Let me shoot back down here, and I can show you what I'm up to here. So first year for fruit trees, this one was a fail. I did mail order and it didn't work out. Then I returned it, and then the next time the post office guy shoved it into the mailbox and broke into a million pieces. So that didn't work out. This is also mail order. This is a fruit tree that's like 6 different types of fruit on the same tree, if you will. That's what they do. I don't know if you're familiar with it. They graft different types of tree onto the same rootstock. So you got like pears and apricots, and I don't even remember. There's 5 or 6 different types there. Whatever's here isn't going to do very much, though, of course. So, but you know, some turn out. It's my first year, so I'm excited. Same thing here. We can see this one pear took off like crazy, and I'm going to have to trim it this year probably. But you've got different types of grafting happening here, I think. Over here, this is a pear plant tree. Sorry. This is another one, mail order. It's funny shaped, but that's pear. And then up here, you can see where I had 2 cherry trees that they were ordered. They landed on my doorstep, and it happened to freeze that night. We didn't see it in time, and they just didn't do it. So maybe next year. I've got a garden bed that's going in there. What I've been ripping out for the pond underneath the house has been coming here mostly. This is taking longer than I expected it to. Here is, I put sunflowers here last year. This year, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe nothing. Blueberries that I put in last year. That I think is raspberry. I put blueberry and raspberry in here. One took off and the other one didn't. And you see we're getting our little blooms here. So we're going to find out here pretty soon. We're going to have lots of fruit here in a little bit. And blueberry's doing pretty good too. Not great. Shouldn't have put it there. Again, put in all this last year. There used to be bushes here. We've only been in the house for like 2 years now, so put in all of this trellising here. Kids knocked a football through or something, I don't know. Have to fix that. And then in here, I've got all kinds of madness going on. Let's see if we can, what we can find. What's this? No luck. I was hoping that my ginger might have broken surface by now, but I've got 4 or 5 ginger plants in here. They look great. I love them. They smell great. This is like a tropical plant here. I tried to overwinter it inside, but I didn't have enough sunlight, and you know, it's just maybe it's gonna go, maybe not. Over here, all these little things, different like lettuces, who knows, flowers. Pardon me, that's jasmine coming from my mother-in-law's house. I just transplanted it a week or two ago. It's still getting used to things, and you know, we'll see. Hopefully it does okay. You see, I threw in these moonflowers pretty much everywhere. I'm gonna regret that. This is a grapevine. I put this one in too, but it didn't do that well last year, so I just left it. I thought it was dead, but it looks like maybe it'll go. So it'd be nice to have grapes. That's a morning glory, I think. Another one of those. Anyways, you get the idea. So I put all this in. This is another growing bed here, where that's radishes. Don't know what that guy is. Should be some lettuce in here too. Here's some onions, pepper plant, beets, more radishes, onions, and you know, you're not supposed to put it in this early, but I figure with all the global warming crap happening, just crazy. So we own out to the creek there, and you see the big hardwoods that we have here. Makes it hard to grow anything in this area. It sucks up all the water. I might tear them down and put all fruit trees in here, but you know, that's a couple years from now. You know, this. Anyways, then I can show you what I'm doing under the house, because now you have an idea of the layout. So this is crawl space, and we're built on the side of a hill, so you can see how like the guy that lived here before me dug this area out, and then you can see how like it's crawl space. It's like standing area here, crawl space the rest of the way. I gotta turn a torch on. I think that might help. So I dug out a little bit more. This is going to be the tank. It leaks right now, so you know, they were getting too big for the aquarium. I had the fish kill. I was working on it before the fish kill. They were getting big. You see, I have a small 6-foot pool inside of the tank. So this is going to be the tank when it's finished. But until then, I have this as a stopgap until I can get there. This is a filter that I made. I think you'll get a kick out of it. This is the sump runoff, so that you know. So over here, this is very simple because it's going to be going back to aquaponics. I don't have a use for the solid waste, so I burn off the solid waste, catch it here, and clean these out every once in a while. That's not supposed to be black. I screwed up. I've got some of the solid waste in there. But all this is old. I had an old pillow, and this is the stuffing out of the pillow. Swear to God. What this does is the solids you know, I don't use the solids, and then we have the ammonia from the fish pee, fish urine, whatever, and bacteria builds up here. It doesn't like light, so maybe I should step back. Anyways, there's two types of bacteria, and it transforms it from ammonia to nitrites with an A, and then it goes to nitrites with an A. And nitrates is nitrogen. That's what the plants in the aquaponic system like. So I want as much nitrates as possible because the plants eat it up. Right now, not so much. I don't have the aquaponics. So what I can do to finish the cycle is I can put some clay pellets in there. And then there's another type of bacteria that live in the clay pellets. I'll show you that here in a minute. But there's another type of bacteria that lives in the clay pellets, and then you're done. That's it. That's the whole system. You have a perfect filter. You can see my water is crystal clear. Anyways, so this is my overflow, so if the power goes out, then it'll fill up and hopefully it doesn't overflow, you know. Over here, like I said, I had some leaks happening, so I ran out of money, ran out of time, and the fish were getting too big. So let me take and go for a climb here, and we'll show you what's going on with the actual fish. They are camera shy. Oh no, I'm wearing my work shoes. Oh damn, I'm about to get soaked. There's random water in here. By the way, see what this is? How you use a pool liner, or not a pool liner, you use your pond liner. This is a liner from a pool. Craigslist, free item. You know, it leaked, or the people didn't like it or whatever. They got rid of it. So I acquired it, took some measurements, and I made this, which is a horseshoe that's 8 foot wide, 10 foot deep, and it's a 33 inches deep. I meant, you know, 10 foot back, 8 foot wide, horseshoe shape. And so dummy me decided that I was going to cut the liner here and there, because I absolutely had to have that viewing window. The viewing window is going to be cool. It's going to be worth it. But since I had to have that, that meant that when I cut it, I got a bad leak, and you know, it's been a pain in the butt. I'll get it right. So here is underneath. The light freaks them out. This is enough light for catfish. The goldfish should be okay. You see the water's pretty clear. It's not too bad for homebrew. Oh, there's, oop. I saw him before he came into the camera. And usually I have to hunt and chase these guys before they will show themselves. So yeah, I know in the conversation you were assuming that the muck was for the catfish. They like to eat muck. Not really. The muck is for the plants. And like I said, I can't show, oh, there's one. I can't show you the plants because, damn. I can't show you the plants because they don't exist. There we go. Oh, sorry. There's another one. There's a big one. There's 8 of them in here. I bought 10. I have one upstairs. There we go. And I have 8 of them in here. One's upstairs, and one died in the fish kill. Aside from that, they've all survived. The bluegill have been hard to keep. I got some bass. They all died. The bass were way too aggressive. The bluegill are surprisingly aggressive too. That was a surprise to me. Oh, I missed him. Water temperature. Oh yeah, here we go. So you see we have a temperature gun here. It's off. It's not perfect, but it'll give us an idea. And we got 59 degrees right now. It's actually quite warm in here, so I'm surprised it's that cool. And the water isn't as green as it looks in the camera. Something about the light. I got this yellow light over here. See, that doesn't look like that at all in real life. So it's throwing the camera off. The water is surprisingly clear. There it goes blue. Oh, no, it went back to green. There we go. Now you can see. And I'll need to feed them later on today. So, let me get inside real quick. And I'll show you the small version of that filter that I made over there. And you'll see the final thing. Be right back. Okay, so screwed that up. Now I'm going to have to edit this or something. I didn't want to put the extra time into it. Anyways, I thought she'd get a kick out of this. Ow! God! I don't bend that way anymore. Look at all the dust. That's why my sinuses go nuts occasionally. Yeah, so you can see there's not a lot of clearance here. There's 12 inches between that rafter and that right there. Not a whole lot of people can fit in that. I was looking for shingles too, come to think of it. Maybe I can find the shingles while I'm up here. Anyways, you can see it's definitely interesting because, you know, I never intended to do that tank inside of a tank thing, because it's going to be nice once it's finished, because it's going to have a glass top just like a real aquarium. I got the glass for it, and then, you know, because you can see we're having a little bit of an issue with the water. Need to get on it. Anyways, still looking for my shingles here. Okay, so let's go inside real quick. And yeah, a lot of people ask, you know, do I intend on making that into like some, what's it called, living area down there? No. That will be a part of the permanent aquaponics system, but not a living area. The living area is going to be so beautiful compared to that. Tools, be right back. Alright, so it looks very poor on the camera, but this is Chris's tank, because the aquaponics was just an experiment, and when we did the experiment. What's up? Oh, okay, that tail's supposed to be that way. Anyways, when we did the experiment, Chris got his own tank too. So Mama takes care of this one, and it's got a couple of mollies. That there is a glowfish shark. These are glowfish tetra. I apologize for the light being in our eyes right there. There's the shark. A little bit big for the tank, but not too bad. It's a 20-gallon tank. There was a beta in here, a female beta. She's been acclimated to live with the rest of them. I mean, not too bad, but we did have to work with things a little bit. You don't see her. That's the filter kept breaking, so I wired up a different pump to the filter. That's like a pump that you use with a one of those. Oh, look. I forget what that thing is called, an octa something or other. It's an algae eater, and they only get that big. And they're pretty cool. There should be a bunch of them in the tank. I do not see the beta, so she must be sleeping. Anyways, you get the idea. So this is the sun's aquarium. Just a second. Hello! So these guys are sleeping. Oh look, he says we're going to shut the flash off with the torch, whatever, so you can see better. There we go. And so, whoop. Did you see that? That was the pleco. Not quite 9 inches, probably more like 6 inches. I think he's inside that house there.
The broken one.
That's another shark. They're not really shark, they're more like carp. And the goldfish. The goldfish I picked up at the beginning of the aquaponics experiment because they're very hardy. And life is life, so I'm never going to, kill them or mistreat them. The channel catfish there is doing really good. And they basically get unlimited size. He could get to 5 feet long if I took care of him proper. Right now I'm guessing, well, here's my hand, and he's a little bit back from my hand, so what, 6 inches? 8 inches? Yeah, maybe 10 inches. I don't think so, though. There is a bluegill, and I'm pretty sure that's a crappie. They're all begging for food right now. That's a stone. I thought that was like a snail or something. And there is the angelfish. He's a good 3-4 inches.
10.
No, he's not 10 inches.
Oh, maybe 5.
No, well, no, not 5. I don't know how you count the size of an angelfish. If you count them this way, or if you count them this way. But I wanted to show you this filter that I made because this was the primary growing tank for the aquaponics system. And as you can see, the rails are still there and the growing lights are still there, but nothing else. So, the filtration system needed to be upgraded for this. And so what I did here, it's hard to see it because I've hidden it, is there is a 2-liter bottle that I cut the bottom off of and inverted the bottom. And then you've got pillow stuffing, like with the other one, and clay, and it's got a bubbler in there to facilitate water flow. And the charcoal is just there because it doesn't need the charcoal. The clay pellets. So just like with the other system, it's okay. Just like, oh, okay, it didn't have anything to do. Okay, yeah, I thought maybe you were worried about it. Anyways, so the concept is that the beneficial bacteria that converts the ammonia, it's in a pillow stuffing, and then you get the nitrates with an A, and then to convert it out, I forget what it turns into after nitrates. It's not really important to me as long as it's but that lives in the clay pebbles. The clay is there because it's anaerobic bacteria, so they go deep inside that clay, and then they eat the nitrates. It works out pretty good. I haven't tested the water. This filter's been running like this for 2-3 months now. I'm not sure. And I need to test the water, but you can see everybody's happy and fine. And also there's some of that pack filter. You can't see it on the bottom to catch the big stuff. Anyways, if you ever want to make store-bought, that filter would probably run $100, $200. I don't know, with the amount of substrate that's in it. But, that cost me, an old pillow. Yeah. And here is the chickens. They're getting pretty big now. After their first day out, yeah, I know the water needs to be changed and the food and all that. I know, but it's already wrecked. I'm trying to step up. Maybe this is Grian the rooster. He named Chris. Sorry. Come here. He said, I got my women. I'd have to protect my women. Hey, someone. There we go. And that's the size, the average size of them. And there is the cat. She's hiding from the light. And down we go. They're doing pretty good. Maybe we can shut the torch off for her. And I will have to find that picture of her. She was a rescue. And pathetic thing. I didn't want her. Julia took her in.
Nice, Rich.
What?
Nice.
I didn't want her.
You don't have to say it like that.
Oh, okay.
That's rude.
Okay, who's it rude to?
The cat.
Oh. Anyways, this is her, and she's not quite a year old yet. She's been a welcome addition to the house. She's the little killer. She purrs when she's attacking something. She's not really a lap cat, but she appreciates us, and we appreciate her. Bye.